Before starting the story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. In a peaceful village tucked away from the noise of the world, there lived an old lady in a modest house. She was surrounded by the most beautiful garden anyone had ever seen. People from all over the village would come to admire it, marveling at how every plant bloomed so perfectly, with every flower radiating color. The air always carried a sweet fragrance. One day, a young man came to visit the old lady. The young man was restless, filled with frustration about his life. He felt stuck, like he was constantly chasing something but never reaching it. He had heard that the old lady was wise and had a way of helping people find peace. The old lady welcomed him warmly, inviting him to sit in the garden. As he sat, he couldn't help but blurt out his frustrations, how he felt like he was wasting his life. He explained that he was always working and striving but never felt fulfilled. The old lady listened quietly as she gently tended to a small patch of soil in front of her. After a while, she reached into her apron and pulled out 3 small seeds, placing them in the young man's hand. "These seeds," she said softly, "are like your life. They don't look like much now, but they hold great potential. What you do with them will determine what they become." The young man stared at the seeds, puzzled. "But how will planting these change my life?" he asked. The old lady smiled. "Let me tell you a story," she said. She began to recount how, years ago, she had been much like him, always in a hurry, always wanting more, always thinking the next achievement or possession would bring her happiness. But no matter how hard she worked or how much she gained, she still felt empty. One day, she met an old gardener who gave her 3 seeds, just as she was giving the young man now. The gardener had told her the same thing, that life was like those seeds. At first, she didn't believe him. How could something so small change anything? But she planted the seeds anyway, and as she tended to them, something unexpected happened. As the plants grew, so did she. She learned patience, realizing that nothing in nature can be rushed. She learned balance, understanding that plants need both sunlight and water to thrive. Most importantly, she learned presence, as each day spent in the garden taught her to be fully in the moment. Watching the young man absorb her words, she continued, "The seeds taught me that life isn't just about achievements but about growth, patience, and care." The young man left the old lady's garden feeling lighter, with a newfound sense of peace. When he returned home, he planted the seeds in his own garden. Each day, he visited them, watering them and watching them grow slowly. As time passed, he began to change too. He stopped rushing through life and started appreciating the small moments. He realized that life, like a garden, is about growth, patience, and care. In time, his garden bloomed, just like the old lady's. But more importantly, so did he.